Okay, first day of open sauce run through. Here we go. I started off the morning by getting ready in my WAN hoodie. Then we drove to Millbrae Station and got on Caltrain. Also, shout out to the person who graffitied this at Millbrae Station. We got off and we immediately saw the Roblox headquarters, so that was interesting, I guess. Then we walked toward the entrance. We had to go through the back because the front one wasn't open yet. We waited in a sort of long line because we got there early, but not early enough for it to be advantageous, if that makes sense. While we were waiting, we saw this cool drone, so that was pretty cool. Then we got handed our badges, scanned our tickets, got a map of the event center. They definitely switched things around from last year. Also, the badges were a bit different. They were much smaller. I honestly like the design of them better. I just am kind of annoyed that I can get less signatures on the back. We then stood in a line for longer than I'd like to admit to be able to get components to solder to our badges, because every year at Open Sauce your badge is a circuit. So I soldered together a robot arm with a light and then put on 2 extra little lights on the front which aren't hooked up to anything, and I think I could probably figure out how to hook it up somehow, but it wasn't trivial, and I don't think we had all the equipment there. I don't know what was wrong with me today. I'm usually pretty dang good at soldering. My soldering was fine itself. It was actually pretty good, except for one blunder I got on video.
This is what I like to call pro soldering. Right.
But I kept messing up. I kept putting the components in the slightly wrong place or doing stuff like that. I was there for a shockingly long time while my dad was getting food and stuff, because he finished before me even though he hasn't soldered in 25 years or something. We also saw this robot thing from Star Wars, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, please don't attack me. Then we ate chicken tenders and fries. Nothing bad, nothing exceptional. While sitting in the grass to eat, we saw this guy with a 3D printer on his backpack. We then saw this car thing you could do where you race against a robot car, it's automated, and yeah, it was very exciting to watch. I'm not entirely sure who won. There was celebration, so I assume it was the person. Not 100% sure. Next, we walked down a bit, and I saw this really cute train thing for kids that they could ride on. And then we saw this machine that threw basketballs and stuff on its own when it picked them up. It was definitely a bit interesting and weird, and at times not very good at picking up the balls, but it could for sure throw them. Not all of them went in, but it's fine. LeBron James could never, okay? Then there was this smaller one that you could actually operate with a DDR pad. It looked really frustrating and difficult to use. I asked the guy running it if anyone had actually made it into the trash can yet, and he said one person had, after a quote unfathomable amount of time spent on it. A little tricky. I then ran into Simon, who I kind of expected to run into because last year we went and he was just randomly there, and I'm like, oh my god, Simon. Turns out he does this camp every year with Berkeley and he helps create stuff, and he's at a booth, so he's actually an exhibitor.
Explain.
This is our this is our quest-driven chicken.
Yes.
Ideally, you put 3 marbles in here.
Yes.
And it would quest, and then you go out and
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
and then you come back and get chicken themed fries.
Ooh, that's so cool.
And currently, there was a plan where we used marbles, there was a backup plan where we used a string, and both of them are broken, so we're just reaching into the chicken and lifting up the part we need to lift up.
Right. Amazing.
Walking around, it was definitely more put together than last time, I'd say. A little more organized. That was nice, and the outdoor stage was much more official looking and actually had a tent over it. I got my photo with this sauce planet. Look at me. I'm so cool. On the outdoor stage, the first panel we went to was the Backyard Scientists Q&A thingy. They were playing some fire music before it started, so I was, vibing to that. This panel was pretty funny, I do have to say. I thought it was just gonna be a Q&A type thing, but then they started throwing stars, so...
Who wants a throwing star?
Yeah!
So I'll pass these out a little bit.
No, just throw them.
I'm gonna go the overhand.
Okay, this is the ego in the distance here.
No. It's good distance, right? It's good.
Yeah, woo!
I'm gonna be mad if he gets this. I'm gonna be mad. Ridiculous.
Oh, he got that one back though.
Should do like a cool way like that, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah! Okay.
All right, one more.
You're getting further away?
Yeah. I can go further, right?
Dude, is this what the thing, the show is? Like,
We're just throwing stars.
wow. That is the coolest thing. You had the ego distance. You got it in.
What if you throw all of them at the same time?
I would lose. No, I wanna get this in. Yeah! Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Attempt number 2. Yeah! Okay. I gotta get lower. Attempt number 3.
Lower.
Yeah! Okay. Attempt
Right.
number 4. Yeah! Okay.
Oh, he's getting better. Attempt number 5. No, that's...
They talked a whole bunch about lock picking.
Do you guys know how to pick locks? Have you ever done that before?
No.
I learned in college for fun.
For fun?
I wanted to collect locks around college to see how many you could do.
Did you collect any locks?
I got a lot of the master locks, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're so easy. You can literally just use a regular bobby pin. Or just, actually, you know what? You can use one of these tools over here.
Yeah.
And also don't do that. That's really bad advice.
Then they did a Q&A. They were asking for clarification on a question sent in from a guy named The Adults on Charlie Brown.
Traveling through cement.
What do you mean? That was an excellent callback. I've got nothing else to ask.
They answered a really interesting question about if creating an only written language was easier or only spoken.
I feel like it's easier for written, right?
Yeah.
Because then you've already done that. You've already done
It's gotta
the.
be spoken because that's
Well,
kind
if
of like
you
a
do
more
written, you're gonna have to
natural
figure out how to
language.
pronounce it anyways. So it's like you're doing all the work to like make a working language.
Okay, so the next thing that we did, we walked around more exhibit halls because we didn't really get a chance to do that before. Me and my dad played after these two guys. It's like a battle bots that you can play. It's surprisingly difficult and pretty janky, honestly, but it was certainly fun. We saw these model plane things. My dad had no interest, but I walked up and, well...
I really want one. But I don't know how much they are. They're $20. I'm gonna try to convince my dad to get one.
I low-key forgot about them. Next I went to the bathroom, which doesn't sound exciting, but believe me it was, because I remember from last time that the San Mateo Event Center has like some of the best bathroom stalls. I know, it doesn't sound like much.
Good job, San Mateo Event Center. Like, this is the best bathroom stall. Like, there's no cap. Holy hell. Let's go. It goes all the way up. Like, I don't hate being here. Oh my god.
Me and my dad then started walking to the main stage, and guess who we saw on the way? Linus frickin' Sebastian himself. I was definitely a little hyped, to say the least. They were recording an actual LTT video, but I never built up the courage to go ask him to sign my badge. I did say hi to him, and he said he liked my jacket because I was wearing a Wayne hoodie. Actually, I didn't record this, but I saw him a few hours after that as we were leaving, and there was like nobody around, but I just still didn't ask him because, like, I don't know. Last year at Open Sauce, I basically met Linus's whole team, and they all signed my badge, and we yapped a lot. It was super cool, and I saw a couple of them again. Obviously, last year I was very hyped, but when I saw Dan, I was just like, oh, it's Dan again. And I realized I never really got a photo of anyone last year except for with Tynan, who helped create the massive like transparent screwdriver they were walking around with. So I wanted a photo of that. Since I never got a photo with anyone else, I asked Dan if I could get a photo. And I was like, hey, we yapped a lot last time. And he was like, oh, yeah, what's up, man? And I got a photo and it was chill and I wasn't nervous at all. Linus wasn't even at Open Sauce last year, only his team was. So now the potential of meeting him was like extremely exciting, which is why I wanted to get him to sign my badge and such. Last year, I even asked Luke freaking Lafreniere a question live on a panel.
Go for it.
For one, Luke, you should definitely watch that your first video on the land show.
Super fun, super cool. He gave a very good response, and actually everyone did, and I was the last question. They're super nice. Unfortunately, after that, I never got to talk to him, and I never got him to sign my badge. You know, I'll live, I guess. Anyway, after that, we actually went to the main stage. It was time for Carp Tank. My freaking loser dad left because he, quote, wasn't interested. Basically, Carp Tank is like Shark Tank, but funnier. From weird ratatouille robots.
Elbows bent in and out. So if you have something here, you could easily hold it down with one hand and cut it with the other.
That's not creepy at all.
If there's enough resistance, it does tend to vibrate.
I think this is a cooking utensil. Let's focus on the cooking. Like I said before, this is for food and food only. I don't think you should misuse this technology. This can change the world, just not in that way. Okay? Let's John, take it away.
I mean, yeah, intentionally for cooking.
No, John. Come on,
I'll do this. There's any other way you need to please yourself other than food.
Okay. I'll give you $1 for it.
To taser knife fights.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Oh. What are those?
Mine works if you
It
want.
looks like knives.
We are taser knife.
It is knives.
There we go.
Have we already placed bets? What's the poly market looking like right now? I think white shirts got the advantage, but they're really not. Yeah, they don't want to get in there.
I would like to invest. Well, how much are you selling it for?
Okay, this is what we have agreed that he wants. He wants a very humble thing. He wants a home here in San Francisco. He is willing to give 49% of his company for $3 million.
Okay. What about like a projectile version of
That's
it?
called
That's just what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet. If you can figure out the tech, I'll build it for
No,
you.
it's you. Just take. Why do I have to figure it out? I can just give you $3 million.
The next and final product that was being shown off was a printer that printed out the frames of your game. It was unbelievably slow, and the couple who made it just clowned on it the whole time, honestly. And at the end, there was a quite wholesome surprise.
Thanks for coming to this, guys.
And they get to take the printer home.
Now, walking out of the main stage, I saw this weird porta potty with 6-7 written in it, and like there's a computer or something inside it. I didn't have time to go in and see what it was, so I still have no context. We walked around a bit more. At this point, my phone had kind of run out of storage, so I just took some photos. But my dad did record me at this cool music station where the MIDI pads controlled actual drums. It was pretty difficult to get used to. Then I returned to Simon's booth and was sent on a quest. The quest given to me by the chicken was to get into a lightsaber duel. I got a tip from someone else about where you can get into a lightsaber duel, so naturally me and my dad headed over. And here I was getting handed a lightsaber. My lightsaber was appreciative to Wii Tennis.
Face the sound.
They also gave me options for Lego heads to put on. I chose Princess Leia, of course.
Wii Sports, and I'm Princess Leia.
Uh-oh, watch out.
No. Oh my god, it's so broken.
Well, that's day 1 of Open Sauce 2026. Day 2, here we come.